I got this.
Don't mind if I do. I'm getting the hang of this murder thing. This is gonna be bad for my OCD. Oh boy. Uh-oh. Oh boy. This is bad. How many of these are there? what these things can do. Gotta find more.
Abandoned ship! We've been boarded! Get these damn things off my ship! Just like the old days. I got a bit of treasure in that chest over there. The weapon you find inside may help with our little imp problem.
That is a freakishly large hammer. I hate kids!
Big work.
Oh, lightning. Is there nothing you can't do?
I summoned these imps to serve as my crew. I forgot what a handful they could be. Once aboard, they wouldn't listen to their captain. They ran amok in the bowels of the ship. I am the scourge of the seven seas. Good God, they're swarming me!
Boat.
This isn't a boat. It's the Queen Anne's revenge.
Isn't that just a fancy name for a boat?
Names are important, my dear. You can't build a legacy without a name.
Zinyak's destruction of Earth had a profound impact on the afterlife. To heaven, it was a logistical nightmare. St. Peter's meticulous nature drove purgatory wait times to unbearable levels. Meanwhile, in hell, where souls in pain were used as currency, it created a new era of prosperity for the wickedly enterprising. This economic boon resulted in the coffers of hell to be overflowing, which in turn piqued the interest of the most notorious man that sailed the seven seas. Long had Blackbeard been a thorn in Satan's side, robbing tax collectors on a semi-regular basis. But the promise of an immeasurable fortune drove him to be even bolder. An arrangement was reached. Blackbeard would provide information on strategic targets in exchange for a share of the profit. Johnny, who was interested in murder, not money, happily agreed.
right, matey. It's time for your lesson. Let's summon me favorite scurvy-riddled hellion, the Imp. Why don't you start off by summoning an imp to take out those enemies? There you go, matey. Now take down the other demon. Ankle biters are vicious. Now let's practice your aim. Take down the demons on the islands. No, let the imps do the work, matey. Leave your guns and fists out of this. Few things are as rewarding as pressing someone into service, am I right? Now get going. There's a whole wide world waiting to be plundered. I raided a Centerpol office and found information on where the President is being kept. Evidently, they've been trapped in some sort of soul crystal inside Satan's palace. Breaking in is an impossibility. Your best bet to save them is to continue to try to draw Satan out of his palace.
This is bad for my OCD.
Lights up. William Shakespeare, humanity's greatest playwright, and hell's most diabolical purveyor of entertainment, looks on as a brave mortal on an Orphean quest enters. The bard's interest is piqued, and he looks to test his visitor's mettle. The masked tragedies were used to enemies cowering as they approached, but soon they realized that they faced a foe with courage and nobility, traits uncommon in the fires of perdition. The inciting incident resolved. The time had come for rising action. The battle raged on below, and as bullets and blood flew, the bard arched a curious eyebrow. Could this mortal be the exact thing that Shakespeare needed?
But this battle is far from over, mortal. Arise!
And now, Act 3!
They can do this all night. Uh-oh.
The conflict resolved. Shakespeare eagerly awaited meeting the champion that dispatched so many of his men. Undoubtedly, they were here for the bard's aid. And while happy endings were not a thing found in hell, Shakespeare always had a soft spot for comedies.
In the land of the living, William Shakespeare is regarded as one of the most prolific playwrights of all time. However, to the denizens of hell, the bard is seen in a far different light. After selling his soul for fame and adoration, Shakespeare served in hell as Satan's spy master general. In doing his duty, Shakespeare would punish the souls he was investigating by forcing them to perform in grotesque passion plays for Satan's amusement. But in a Twelfth Night-esque twist, Shakespeare found himself living a double life. While he projected an image of cruelty, his heart was as soft as Jezebel's. In secret, he would tutor her on the classics and act out the works of his mortal days. When Satan found out, he cast Shakespeare out of the palace, believing that the poet would be tormented by the populace of hell, far out of Jezebel's sight. But Satan had not counted on the bard's cunning. Embracing his persona of master torturer, Shakespeare and his followers, the tragedies, took root in the entertainment district, biding their time for revenge.
So Shakespeare called forth the Deus Ex Machina to bestow our protagonist with the arcane power of horse stomping. Like Marlowe before him, Satan underestimated the bard. And also like Marlowe, it was only a matter of time before a knife found him. Lights up! The mortal stands in the training grounds, eager to try out his new Force Stomp power on the group of demons in front of them.
No pity for the mortal.
Act 1, Scene 2, in which our protagonist kills more demons with Force Stomp. Act 2, in which our protagonist is greeted by foul imps. In which our protagonist learns that Force Stomp even works on flying enemies, enabling them to remove a Dark Inciter's shield before shooting them to death with bullets. There is also a mistaken identity and love unrequited. The day is won, and the curtain closes on our noble hero.
Looking forward to stretching my wings. Gotta pick it up. Nice. This should be useful. See what these things can do. one more.
Wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round all day long.
The horn on the bus goes beep, 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 beep,
The
beep.
horn on the bus goes beep, beep, beep all day long.
You wanna play too?
Ding, 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 ding. The bell on the bus goes ding, ding, ding all day long.
You're suffering.
The driver on the bus says tickets, please, tickets, please, tickets, please. The driver on the bus.
What, if they wanted to torture you, why'd they use the short version of the song?
This is the short version.
Oh yeah, the wipers on the bus go swish, swish, swish. The homo on the bus goes heh heh heh. My mom had like 80 of them.
Babies on the bus say wah, wah, wah all The mummies on the bus say all day long.
Immortal.
The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round all day long. The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round all day long.
Dreamed of this for so long.
The horn on the bus goes beep, beep, beep.
Damn it.
Beep, 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 beep. The horn on the bus goes beep, beep, beep all day long. The
My
bell on the bus goes ding, ding, ding.
Never should have
ding,
fucked with me.
ding,
We must end this infernal music!
all day.
Come, let us return to my castle, so we may plot our next steps in proper surrounds.
Johnny led Vlad back to his castle, which since his incarceration became a haven for frat parties and squatters. But the systematic impaling of trespassers would have to wait. Vlad was a man of his word, and was eager to provide intel that could aid in hobbling Satan's armies.
I bestow upon you the Stygian cold fire. The armies of hell are rightfully mine.
Let's see what these things can do. Well, looky here. I need the rest of wings. God, this feels good. One more. Got a touchdown. Gotta pick it up.
We're standing in a parking garage. I don't like it either, but Centerpool isn't giving us many options.
I can't believe they tried to force us out.
I can't believe you forgot the mimosas.
I think we have bigger problems.
I don't think you realize how much I love mimosas.
I can't help but notice that people are trying to kill you.
Yeah, they're really big on that here.
What did you do?
Is now really... good time? We can wait until we're done shooting
Well, I'm
people.
great at multitasking.
Remember when we offered you a deal on that airplane and you responded by killing everyone?
Yeah.
It's like that, but worse.
Face the unholy mass. How can you stand against the hordes of darkness so suddenly?
This all hell's got to offer?
Always for keeping.
Who can see you now? You face the unholy mass.
of success. Hey, Viola. Thought you should know that Kinzie misses you.
Really? That's so sweet! Who's Kinzie? You remember Kinzie. She was that hacker that Matt Miller hated. Isn't she crazy? You know, she really grows on you.
Crush their body and soul. There's no escape. Die, human.
Never should have. Hi. Let's get you two back to Dane.
Hooray.
After being reunited in hell, Kiki and Viola wasted no time in doing what they do best: facilitate the running of businesses. However, the De Winter sisters' success did not sit well with other would-be power players in hell. The sisters' operations all came under attack at once, forcing them on the run. Soon, the twins found themselves on the receiving end of an offer they couldn't refuse. After all, it was better to own 1/5 of something than to be dead.
You helped us, now let us help you.
Here's a little something made popular by another group of sisters, the Gorgons.
Dane keeps asking me to set him up with Kiki.
Downtown looked like a shithole when I first got here.
In all fairness, you were in hell.
True, but where others saw status quo, I saw opportunity. I knew that if I wanted to revitalize downtown, I would need clout and capital. I just needed to find the right business venture to get started. I looked at the market and saw that Centerpol was the only game in town for defense and law enforcement, and knew I could create a powerful alternative. Soon, Cerberus Security was founded.
You